How's everybody doing? We have here little Alfa Romeo. I don't even know what kind of car this is. Alfa Romeo SZ. Kind of an ugly car, but very nicely done from Kyosho. This one's pretty cool. This is a Junior Z. This one is also an Alfa Romeo. It has kind of a goofy stance. It just sits real high. But I've never seen a Kyosho car that's off, so I bet it's fairly accurate, but I'd have to go online and do a Google. It's a pretty awesome little diecast car, though. This one here is the best. Well, between this one and the last one, I have 4 Alfa Romeos. 2 of them don't roll very well, this being one. But I don't care so much about that with these cars. This is I think it's a Giulia. Alfa Romeo 1750 GT AM. This one is sick though. It's got a lot of nice detail and an awesome little stance. But I saved my favorite Alfa for last. And this is also the first Alfa the first Alfa Romeo Kyosho. One of the first Kyosho cars I ever owned. It's not a great roller, but man, it looks good. This is the Montreal. This car has some great lines to it. And it has some really nice prototypical wheels. Got a nice stance. So I thought after getting the getting this one that this would be my favorite, but it really isn't. I think I still like the Montreal the most. Just a really good looking car. Oh, I gotta turn that down. That's gonna get very annoying very fast. Anyway, so I brought out a couple of other European. I know most of the time I'm looking at Japanese stuff. But we did recently look at some European Kyoshos. So I just brought out a few more. This one was an RAOK from Paul Rosell. Awesome Lamborghini. That thing looks so good. This is a heavy car here by Kyosho standards. Very substantial. So all of these cars are 1:64 scale, highly detailed. They all have transparent lens, headlights and taillights, prototypical wheels, all of that good stuff. Authentic replication. So there's an awesome Kyosho Lamborghini. Really nice roller too, which is most of the time you do get a good rolling car, but every now and then with Kyosho you get one that doesn't roll too good. This is the cheapest Kyosho car that I own. I paid $8 for it shipped, and I think you can still get them for that price. There was a seller on eBay. Granted, it has to ship from Asia, but still for $8, you won't find a nicer die-cast car for that price. Probably not my first color choice, but I did have the red one too, and I think I like the black one better, so I kept the black one, which, you know, with Ferraris, the red ones, at least as far as Kyosho goes, the red ones do bring a little bit more of a premium. But look how sick that thing looks. That is incredible. For being such a tiny little car. Thing has great detail. There's a nice Ferrari. This thing has a really massive front end, massive nose on it. I'm not very fond of that look. I think the cars always look better with the wheel further up. But who am I to critique a Ferrari? Obviously, the guys designing these cars know what they're doing. Even back in the day when this car was made, which I think was back in the 1980s, early 80s, late 70s maybe. I don't know. Very cool car. A lot of sexy lines on these cars. Really, on all of these cars, really. This last one is pretty dope too. Not quite as exotic. Sorry for the shaky camera. Yeah, that's definitely a nice one. So there you go. 8 little European Kyosho cars. Which one is your favorite? Comment below. Out of these 8, I don't know if I even have a favorite because I like all of them. I like all of them a lot. But I do have a a fondness for this Montreal. I've always liked the Porsche, but I really do like this one. And the LaFerrari never really does much for me until I take it out and really take a close look at it, because the lines on this car are just so unbelievable. It's a lot like the reminds me a lot of the new Ford GT. When you look at the green light Ford GT and you see how nice that car is, that's kind of what this one reminds me of a little bit. Although I do think this is a nicer looking car than the Ford GT. That one probably doesn't even belong in the video, but I was showing all 4 of my Alfa Romeos, and in order to do that, that one had to come out for it. So, alright everyone, there you go. I have to say too, I know this was just in last night's video, but green light, when they want to, they do some really nice work. So, thank you as always. I will holler at the next video.